Hey Apex Agents, Mobius Y here with another video for Mass Effect Andromeda's multiplayer. This is part 2 of today's character build guide, where we are taking a look at the Asari Huntress rare grade infiltrator character. So part 2 here is just gameplay, and this game was pretty uneventful. Nothing major really happens, but you can see how I don't always stack the weapon bonuses by popping stealth grid and then breaking it by casting a biotic power before I start spraying bullets. You'll see I don't always do that, but I try to do it as often as possible. You'll also still see me doing the throw lance combo to set off some detonations. Not only is it good to add a little bit of extra area damage, especially to small groups of enemies, mooks in particular, but it's just a really good way to help control crowds. Throw is kind of the go-to crowd control power here because it has such a short cooldown, what with the passive cooldown reduction bonus in the offensive biotics tree, as well as the extra recharge speed reduction that I took at rank 6 of Throw. You could use Lance in a similar fashion in the setup that I suggested, where you just go for maximum damage possible, as well as the knockdown effect at rank 6. However, Lance just simply is not as spammable, is, I suppose, the way to put it. And Throw can be chained much more easily, especially if you go with the rank 5 recharge speed reduction at rank 5 of Throw, excuse me. So it's much easier to set up for the maximum possible weapon damage that you can do. You've got maybe a 5 or 4 second cooldown with Throw in that setup. So you pop your stealth grid, you hit your throw, spray some bullets for about 3 or 4 seconds, then you pop your stealth grid again, excuse me. You use your throw again, and you're just pumping out really good amounts of damage over several seconds. Unfortunately, you will go through your stealth grid power cells quite rapidly by doing that, but it can really help in taking down single lone bosses, especially near the end of a wave. But like I said, you don't see me doing that all the time. The simplest thing to do is just, pop your stealth grid, run up to bad guys, shoot them a bunch until they die, and that's about it. Maybe use your powers for some cleanup as well. As for which power you want to use on which enemy, I try to stick to just using Lance on the mooks because I only have it at rank 1. So I just want to stagger them and do a little bit of damage, and also set up for my extra weapon damage from the Biotic Warrior upgrade. I don't want to send them flying away from me against a wall because I'm using a shotgun. If I hit them with a throw and send them, flying halfway across the map, well, I just defeated the purpose of using my stealth grid and hitting them with the power to maximize my weapon damage. Now they're floating away from me, and it'll take me more shots to kill them because I'm using a shotgun and they're far away. So I'll cloak, hit something with the lance to give it a little bit of a stagger, and then just, spray shotgun blasts at it to quickly kill it. And I don't do that all the time, but I try to do it as much as possible. If Lance is on a cooldown, by all means, hit them with a throw, or just shoot the thing and kill it, whatever it is. It doesn't particularly matter. The maximizing your weapon damage output is much more useful against certain sub-bosses. In this particular game, things like nullifiers and destroyers, it's super handy for. Especially since you can't really prime your own combos especially against armored enemies. Because throw is only going to prime against unshielded, unarmored, normal-sized enemies, not big things like a fiend or something. So in this particular game, de-shielded observers, I hit them with a throw a couple times. Things like assemblers and breachers, hit them with a throw, and sometimes I hit them with a lance right afterwards for a combo. The reason why I don't really think that going for spamming throw lance combos all day is a good idea is because lance is a lot trickier to use than just about any other power in the game, because you have to aim it, and I miss it quite a few times. You see it in this gameplay. If it hasn't happened already, it will pretty shortly, where I miss a throw lance combo because I'm bad at the game. So that'll happen. That's why I don't really recommend playing it like that. It's much easier to just spray bullets and kill shit that way, in my personal opinion. I mean, if you're going to aim, you might as well do a much greater amount of damage in a short amount of time, as opposed to just do a single combo that does pretty decent damage, but you just set off that one combo, and then what happens after that? You've kind of blown your load, and now you can't do it for the next few seconds until you have your throw lance combo off of cooldown again. So I figure it's easier just to, you know, spray bullets and kill shit. You can do it more often, more consistently, and you know, kill things faster that way. So that's basically how it goes. Nothing super special with the rest of this gameplay, although you'll see at the very end of the game when we're all in the extraction, I spam the rest of my power cells because that's just an easy and cheap way to rack up a whole bunch of stealth grid challenge points. You've got your whole team around you, hopefully, so you just spam the crap out of it, get all those support points your way to the top of the scoreboard, because the scoreboard totally matters, right? And, you know, you farm a whole bunch of challenge points for stealth grid that way. It's fun to do. So when I'm playing this character, I tend to try and save a single ammo pack on my D-pad for right at the very end of the mission when everybody's in the extraction circle, just because I think it's funny. Anyways, that'll sum it up for today's two-part character build guide. This has been Mobius Y for Mass Effect Andromeda's multiplayer. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield for part 1, where it goes into a build breakdown. If you haven't seen it yet, check the link in the description below. Good luck, Apex.
Enemies headed your way. Let's hit them there. Heads up! Oops, shields down.
ammo refill!
Intel shows key enemy personnel in that area. Don't let them leave.
Let's get out of here!
Target down. Scratch one target.
Who needs shields anyway?
I'm reading a flatline. Sensors clear for now. Great shooting. Shuttle incoming. Get to the extraction zone.
Who needs shields anyway?
Squad member down.
Anyone got ammo? Destroyer!
Squad member down. I'm reading a flatline.
Who needs shields anyway?
Good work.